I know Africa's most secret animal. I'll give you some clues if you want to search for it.
It has an unusual way of defending itself. It needs water, but not just for drinking. And it's often been mistaken for another animal. The Arabian oryx has been mistaken for another animal. Some people believe that the Arabian oryx was the legendary unicorn. That's because when you see an Arabian oryx side on, its two horns can look like one. The Arabian oryx lives in the desert. It has a white coat which helps reflect the heat of the day. The oryx's coat can also absorb warmth to help it survive the cold desert nights.
The oryx digs into the ground with its wide hooves. It lies down in the cool sand, so it's protected from the hot desert winds. Arabian oryx are careful not to venture out from the cover of shade until evening. The secret animal also rests during the day. That's your next clue.
The fennec fox lives in the desert, and it also rests during the day, coming out at night to hunt for food. The fennec fox has large ears, which lose heat during the day. This helps to keep it cool.
With such enormous ears, the fennec fox has excellent hearing.
I know some other animals with very good hearing. Maybe one of them is the secret animal. The black-backed jackal relies on its excellent hearing, eyesight, and sense of smell when it's hunting for food. Jackals are members of the dog family, and like dogs, they can bark. Jackals live in family groups, and couples stay together for life. The Cape hunting dog also has very good hearing. Cape hunting dogs travel in packs and are very clever at chasing down their prey. They run as a team, taking turns in trying to stop the prey.
The secret animal isn't a dog, and it doesn't hunt in packs.
I think I need another clue. Is there something about the secret animal's body which is unusual?
Yes, you could say that.
Barbary sheep have distinctive horns and long manes under their chins. Barbary sheep are found in the deserts of northern Africa, and like the gerenuk, they can also stand on their back legs to eat leaves from high bushes.
The secret animal isn't a sheep.
The eland has such an unusual body that drawings of it have been found in rock paintings done by African tribesmen in the past. The eland is the largest antelope in the world. Eland have an amazing ability to jump over one another without a run-up.
The secret animal can also move in a strange way.
Can they jump over each other like the eland?
No, they can't do that.
Maybe the secret animal leaps, like the impala. Impala are excellent runners and can leap long distances, like a long jump. During their leaps, impala give a kick in midair to release scent from glands in their back legs. The scent sends a message of alarm to other impala. Their jumping also helps to confuse predators.
Impala are such good runners that their babies are up and running minutes after they're born. But this isn't the secret animal.
Does the impala look like the secret animal?
No, the secret animal has a much more unusual looking body than the impala.
I know an African animal with a colourful pattern on its body. Perhaps it's the secret animal. If the secret animal has an unusual looking body, it might be the zebra. Their bodies are covered with impressive black and white stripes. There are many different types of zebra, and some have brown and white colours. Each zebra has its own special pattern of stripes. Zebras stay together in the same group all their lives. Adult zebras rest and sleep standing up.
The secret animal doesn't have a body that's covered all over in stripes.
Well, maybe it only has a few stripes. I know some animals like that. The bongo is an antelope. It has a pattern of thin, narrow stripes on its body, which help to hide it in the jungle.
Bongos are rare and shy animals, but if they are cornered, they can become ferocious. I think I should tell you, the secret animal doesn't have stripes on its body.
The yellow-backed duiker doesn't have stripes, but it does have a patch of yellow hairs on its back, which stand up when the duiker is frightened. They are called duiker, which means diver in the Afrikaans language, because that's what they do if they're scared. They dive for cover. Is this the secret animal?
No, the secret animal doesn't have stripes or a patch.
But you said I should look at animals that did.
I only said that it had a very unusual looking body.
Well, this is an animal with a very different looking body. The savanna monitor has a strong tail which helps to steer it as it runs. Its tail can also be used as a weapon, whipping out at the monitor's enemies. A monitor is a lizard with strong legs, clawed toes, a long tail, and a forked tongue. The savanna monitor can run very quickly. If it's scared, the savanna monitor will try to find a place to hide, but if it can't, it will attack. The scorpion has a very unusual looking body. There are hundreds of different types of scorpions throughout the world. In Africa, some scorpions live in the Sahara Desert. They have such a strong poison in the sting of their tails that they can kill a mammal within seconds.
Scorpions also have tiny hairs on their pincers which can detect the slightest air movement. These help them locate their prey.
But scorpions are generally shy animals and spend most of the day under shelter. The horned viper is a reptile which is best avoided. Horned vipers have much longer fangs than most other snakes. They can fold their fangs up when their jaws are open. The horned viper eats rats and mice. The viper's bite contains a powerful venom which it uses to paralyze its prey.
The horned viper has special sensors on its head and in its mouth. By using these sensors, the viper can detect the warmth of an animal nearby.
When threatened, vipers hiss. They raise up their necks and jerk their heads backwards and forwards.
The secret animal isn't as scary as the viper.
Like scorpions and all other dangerous animals, they must be treated very carefully.
I'll give you a new clue. The secret animal isn't a reptile, it's a mammal.
I know an animal that looks like a reptile, but it's a mammal. The white-bellied pangolin is a mammal, but it has a most unusual scaly body that makes it look like a reptile. The pangolin sleeps in trees and eats ants and termites. It's found in dense rainforests and is very rare. When it's scared, the pangolin will roll up into a tight ball to protect its soft belly.
The pangolin is a very good guess. It's an animal that very few people have ever heard of, and it does have a very unusual looking body. But it's not the secret animal. The secret animal is bigger than the pangolin.
I know a tall African animal that has a very unusual body. If the secret animal has an unusual looking body, perhaps it's the giraffe. The giraffe is the tallest animal in the world. Giraffes are so tall that when their babies are born, they are nearly 2 meters high.
Giraffes also have an unusual way of defending themselves. They have a powerful kick which can even kill a lion.
Giraffes only sleep about half an hour in every day. They live in grasslands in Africa. If they have to, giraffes can go without drinking water for long periods of time.
The giraffe is one of Africa's most famous animals. It's not the secret animal.
Can you give me another clue?
Yes, the secret animal is also very shy.
The okapi is one of the most timid animals in Africa. Okapis are related to giraffes, but they live in dense forests and are much harder to find. Like giraffes, okapis have small horns on their heads which are covered by skin and long black tongues. The okapi's tongue is so long that it can reach most parts of its body. Okapi mothers, like giraffes, also use their front legs to kick at any animals which threaten their young. Okapis are hunted by pygmy tribes for their meat and are highly endangered.
Okapis eat plants that are poisonous to humans. The secret animal has something to do with poisons too.
Meerkats eat lots of different small mammals, but they also eat poisonous snakes. The meerkat is also very shy, always ready to run away if danger approaches. Meerkats live in large underground colonies.
In the early morning, meerkats like to sun themselves, but one of the colony always keeps watch, standing up and looking out for predators such as eagles.
The dwarf mongoose is another animal that eats poisonous snakes. The mongoose hunts and kills in packs. Like the meerkat, the dwarf mongoose enjoys basking in the sun. If threatened, it will scamper down its burrow. The dwarf mongoose is a very curious animal. Is the secret animal curious?
Not really.
Time for another clue, please.
The secret animal has powerful claws which it uses when eating.
Lions have very powerful claws. After stalking its prey, the lion attacks with a fast run and a leap. It usually kills with a bite to the neck, then rips its prey apart, holding it down with its strong claws. Although lions have a fierce reputation, they're very lazy animals and rest for up to 20 hours a day. They rub each other to transfer scent, just like household cats. This helps the lions in each group recognize each other. When strangers approach, lions can detect the unusual scent.
Like small cats, lions purr when they are happy. To proclaim their territory, they roar, and the sound of their roar is so loud that it can be heard up to 8 kilometres away. The lion is known as the king of the jungle, even though it lives in open country in Africa. But the secret animal isn't the lion.
I know some other cats that live in Africa. The cheetah is another cat with powerful claws, which it uses to rip apart its food. The cheetah is the fastest mammal on land in the world. It can run at speeds of over 100 kilometres an hour. Cheetahs are peaceful animals and rarely fight with each other. The serval cat climbs trees and often jumps at birds and grabs them in mid-air with its claws. The serval is a timid cat and, if threatened, will hide in a tree. It's smaller than the lion and the cheetah. Its back legs are longer than its front legs, which helps make it a very good jumper.
None of these cats is the secret animal,
Why not?
because the secret animal isn't a cat. Here's another clue. The secret animal has been hunted in the past for a very special reason.
If the secret animal has been hunted, it might be the Cape buffalo. They have been hunted for their magnificent horns, which were valued as trophies. Cape buffalo live in herds. When a Cape buffalo is attacked, all the herd will respond and fight back, instead of leaving each animal to its own defence. If one Cape buffalo is on its own, all it has to do is call, and the others will run to help. Although it's such a large and bulky animal, the Cape buffalo can run quite fast. The white-tailed gnu once roamed Africa in large herds, but because they were hunted, they became extinct in the wild. White-tailed gnu now survive only in wildlife parks and zoos. White-tailed gnu were often killed for their tails, which were made into fly swats. Both male and female gnus have unusually shaped horns on their heads, and they are known as the clowns of the animal kingdom because they like to jump and dance about together. The white-bearded gnu is known as the wildebeest. They are usually seen in large herds, which migrate long distances every year looking for fresh pastures.
Does the gnu have an unusual way of defending itself?
They moo like cows when they're scared.
That's unusual, but the gnu isn't the secret animal. It was hunted for a different part of its body.
Why?
Because it was ground into a powder and used by men for a very strange reason.
What about the rhinoceros? The rhinoceros is hunted for its horn, which isn't a bone, but is made up of tough fibres. Its horn is ground into a powder and is used for special medicines. The horns are also made into dagger handles. There are two different types of rhino in Africa, the black and the white. Both are endangered because of the continuing demand for their horns.
Rhinos have an excellent sense of smell. Female white rhinos often greet each other by touching their noses together.
The black rhinoceros is more aggressive than the gentle white rhino. When alarmed, it will lower its head, snort, and prepare to gallop towards the enemy. But sometimes it's just pretending and will come to a sudden stop. Neither of the two rhinos is very intelligent, and they both have bad eyesight, partly because of where their eyes are positioned, on the sides of their heads.
Rhinos don't have any front teeth and eat with their lips. They eat plants and are very dependent on water. They can only go for a couple of days without a drink. But the secret animal isn't a rhino.
What else could it be?
I'll give you another clue. Some people say the secret animal looks like a pig.
If the secret animal looks like a pig, it must be the warthog. The warthog gets its name from the 3 warts on either side of its head. Warthogs have also been widely hunted because they carry some diseases which can kill people.
The secret animal isn't the warthog.
But you said the secret animal looks like a pig.
I said some people think it looks like a pig. I don't think that's true though. And the secret animal doesn't have as many teeth as the warthog.
I know an animal that has only 2 front teeth. The rock hyrax has only 2 front teeth. Rock hyraxes can't control their body temperature. They like to sunbake, although sometimes they die of sunstroke.
I'll give you another clue. The secret animal is larger than the rock hyrax.
What else can you tell me?
The secret animal has a very sensitive and unusual nose.
What about the elephant? It has a highly sensitive nose. Its 2 front teeth are called tusks. Elephants are hunted for their ivory tusks. They are the largest land mammals in the world. They use their long trunks to smell, fight, and to trumpet loud noises when they are angry. Elephants also use their trunks to eat. Elephants can eat between 1 and 200 kilos of food each day. That's enough to feed almost 100 adult humans. Elephants live in family groups. Although there are stories about elephants killing people, they are gentle animals. When an elephant is giving birth, another female will help, and they'll also help each other when one is sick or dying. If they come across the body of a dead elephant, they will cover it with branches, just like we bury people.
Elephants can run fast too, up to 40 kilometres an hour. But this isn't the secret animal. The secret animal has a long nose too, but not as long as the elephant's trunk.
seen so many animals. What's left?
One last clue. The secret animal hunts for its food at night.
What's this strange animal?
It's the aardvark. This is Africa's most secret animal. It only comes out from its underground burrow at night and is very shy. The aardvark has a very sensitive nose, which it uses to sniff out food. It rips open termite mounds with its powerful claws. The aardvark doesn't have any front teeth. It uses its long, sticky tongue to lick out the termites. It's one of the strongest diggers in the animal world and can burrow underground in seconds.
Is that how it defends itself?
No. When threatened, the aardvark will bleat loudly, then somersault backwards to frighten off the enemy. Aardvarks need water to survive, but not just for drinking. They give birth during the rainy season, so they can be sure there will be a good supply of termites for their young.
You said it was hunted for part of its body.
Yes, aardvarks were hunted so that their hair could be ground into powder and added to beer. Some native tribes believe this would make a poison.
I can see why the aardvark is sometimes mistaken for a pig.
Yes, in fact the name aardvark means earth pig in the Afrikaans language. But the aardvark is unique. It's Africa's most secret animal.